See, these are some of the things I think we all need to know about life. I know it's good to celebrate your life annually, but it's also good to also know that yes, each day has its own benefit and importance. But I understand that in life, we only choose to celebrate life when we mark our birthdays, or probably at the end of the year when the year is rolling off, then we celebrate it as New Year. Then that puts in a very good consideration on what the day is all about. Now, for those of us that are born in 1980s, or if you're born in 1980, 80s, 82, 83, 84, 85, 87, 88, 89, 90. Here, I'm going to align the numbers of days you have lived here on earth. I'm going to align the numbers of days you have lived here on earth. For those born in the year 1981, if you calculate the numbers of days you have lived here on earth, you discover that your year should be like 44 years of age. You're 44 years now, and the days you have lived here on earth is 16,060 days you have lived here on earth. From 1981 to this day, 2025, you have lived 16,060 days here on earth. Now, those born in 1941, 1942, the numbers of days you have spent here on earth is 15,330 days you have lived here on earth. 15,330 days you have lived here on earth. And those born in 1940, let me just assume that, okay, you're 43 years. You're 43 years. Now you're 43 years, you have lived 695 days. For those that are 43 years of age right now, the number of days you have lived here on earth is 15,695 days you have lived here on earth. Now, okay, those of 40, if you're 40 of age now, your numbers you have really consumed here on earth, and this is why you have to be very grateful in life. 40 of age, if you're 40, you are 14,600 days that you have spent here on earth. For those born, that anyone that is 40 years now, the numbers of days you have lived here on earth is 14,600 days you have lived here on earth. Now, if you're 39 years old, you have lived 14,235 days. That's if you're 39 years old, you have lived 14,235 days. Do you understand? Then if you're 38 years old, you have also lived 13,870 days that you have lived. 13,870 days you have lived. Then if you are 37 years old, you have lived 13,505 days. 13,505 days. 13,505 days you have lived here on earth. Then if you are 36, no, this should be like, okay, if you are 37 years old, okay, that is for 37. Then if you're 36 years old, you have lived 13,140 days you have lived here on earth. You get? See, I think it's right time for us to use the social media to educate those persons that are coming behind us, so that they too, they should be aware and take these things very serious. Okay, now if you are 35 years old, you have lived 12,775 days here on earth. I mean, you have lived 12,775 days here on earth. If you are 34 years old, my dear, you have consumed 12,040 days. You have consumed 12,040 days here on earth. You have consumed 12,040 days here on earth. Then, if you are 32 years old, now you have consumed or live here on earth 11,680 days. 11,680 days. That is for 32 years old person. Now, if you're 31 years old, you have lived 11,315 days. For he that is 31 years old, you have lived 11,315 days here on earth. Then if you're 30 years old, you have lived 11,950 days. 11,950 days. Then for those at 29 years, for those at 29 years of age, now you have lived 10,585 days. You have lived 10,585 days. I think it's very important because anytime we are making videos like this, we only make entertaining videos and not take a very good cognizance of what we are doing. Sometimes educational videos like this are also important for the purpose of our children or the ones that are coming behind us. This is the reason why I have to take these measures, or maybe this statistics or feasibility studies over all of these things, so that anyone that is seeing this video, and make sure as you're watching this video, share this video for other persons to also know. And if I didn't mention your numbers of days you have lived here on earth, or maybe probably I did not even hit up to your point, you can as well DM me. I will make the calculation and send it to you how long you've lived here on earth since you were born. Okay, let's move further. Okay, I stop at 29, right? I stop at 29 years. So for those at 28 years, you have lived 10,585 days for 28 years. Then if you are 27 years, that is just your normal age, you're 27 years, you have lived 9,855 days here on earth. You have lived 9,855 days here on earth. So you have to be aware of this. Then if you are 26 years old, you have lived 9,490 days. You understand? For those at 26 years, you have lived 9,490 days here on earth. Then if you're 25 years, you have lived 9,125 days you have spent here on earth. Now, if you're watching this video right now and you have spent a number of these days here on earth, and nothing powerful maybe you have created in your life, or something very tangible, you have sat down like this to really analyze that this is what I've achieved, this is the right time for you to step up and know that this is a number of days you have really spent. So you need to really sit up again. Then at 24, if you're 24 years person of age, be a girl or a guy, however it is, you have lived 8,760 days. 8,760 days you have consumed here on earth. Then if you're 23 years, but however, these 23 years probably in gender wise is mostly consider on ladies because sometimes they think they are running out of time because of their circle of life that surrounds them. But that notwithstanding, but however, you can still learn from this video. For 23 years old, like I said, is 8,395 days for 23 years. If you are 23 years old, then for 22 years old, you are 8,030 days old here on earth. That's on this earth now. You don't reach that. You don't consume 8,030 days for 22 years old person. Then for 21 old person, you have consumed 7,665 days. 665 days, 7,665 days you have spent here on earth. Then for 20, this Jersey, those at 20 now, you are 7,300 days that you have spent here on earth, right from when you were born to this day. So you have spent 7,300 days. Of course, you still have a lot of days to celebrate life, but I think it's very, very important for us to be aware of all of these things for educational purposes and the rest of it. So let's go further. For 19 years old boy or girl, for 19 years old boy or girl, you have spent, the total numbers of days you have spent here on earth is 6,570 days. 6,570 days for 18 years old person. Then for 17 years old girl or boy, you have spent 6,205 days. 6,205 days. Now for 16 years old girl or boy, of course, we know these people, this class of people or bracket of people here, they are resolute age. Nothing interests them than the normal flexing of life. They've not seen anything, and I think this is the right time for them to make use of the internet space to really explore the life and see how they can fish out something good for themselves. Yes, buddy, you get what I'm saying right now? Okay, for 16 years old girl or boy, you have spent 6,840 days. 6,840 days. Then for 15 years old girl, you have also spent 6,547 days here on earth. Yes, buddy. So with this analysis and assumption of all of this, I think it is very important for you to know the numbers of days you have really spent here on earth. If you're seeing this page for the first time, and please do by clicking the plus button to follow, like, comment your thoughts. And if you still want me to do more of this, to bring to your notice the years beyond this or below this, you let me know from the comment section. Thank you so much, guys. I love you guys. Happy New Year, buddies. I love you.